Hey, fantastic fam. Welcome to our community where we combine the woo and the work. We are two professional women who believe we can have it all and constantly upgrade ourselves to meet our visions. I'm Kalyani and I've chosen the off-roading path to personal development, being an entrepreneur with the journey of motherhood. I'm an economics postgraduate and I love working with all things mind and money. I've founded and sold one business and I'm now building this business that feels like fun and freedom for life.
Hi, I'm Rupali. I'm a numbers nerd turned Reiki master and many other things. I found a passion for all things wellness. I've worked in banking and finance for 15 years and I love combining that knowledge with all things energetics to create impact in a fun, easy way for others. Join us as we share the behind the scenes of us creating wealth, freedom and magic.
Hello everyone, let's talk about the juicy topic of manifestation today. And it's very much the buzzword around us, and I would say I have a fair bit of experience with using it in my life. It's something that I very much believe in, and I have seen a big correlation between my manifesting my desires and what has actually happened in my life. And I'm very, very grateful for how it has worked for me. So if I were to kind of summarize everything, manifestation works in the way of returning the vibe that you're vibing at. The frequency that you're at attracts experiences to you in your life, and whatever that frequency is tends to realize your desires or not. This is an empowering thought as well as somewhat of a scary thought, because we are constantly manifesting, whether you like it or not, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're constantly manifesting. Which means that there might be a pattern that you're already aware of. It may be something like money does not stick around. I'm not very good with money. If this is something that repeats in your mind as internal dialogue very often, then it's definitely something that you're seeing in your reality repeat over and over again in different ways. If you end up at the end of the month with an emergency car crash, it happened to me a few months ago, and you, out of the blue, you end up having to spend 1,000 dirhams on the charges, the repair charges, then it's probably coming from a place of having a set point where you can't save more than a certain amount. If you end up having flat tires similarly at the end of the month, which require unexpected expenses, if you end up having any of these kind of unexpected expenses that always bring you back to the point of having either zero or the same amount left in your bank account month on month, then this is your pattern of I'm not good with money, money does not stick with me, manifesting over and over again. So we're constantly manifesting. With conscious manifestation, we're trying to give this a direction, and it works simply by aligning yourself with your desire. And there are so many programs, so many kind of high and low ticket offers around this in the market at the moment that I don't want to go into the details of it. If there's anything that I simply would like to mention here and that has worked for me, it is the energy of having fun with it. What I mean by that is simply ask yourself, if you have a desire of earning 100,000 dirhams a month, okay, I'm going to put it out there. The key is to not have desperate energy around it. So ask yourself or ask the universe, saying that I'm in a nice, comfortable position right now. I feel very grateful for where I am. Thank you very much. That already brings your vibration up from, oh my God, I'm not where I am. I'm not where I want to be. I'm so far. See the difference between that versus, thank you very much for where I am. I'm living a nice and comfortable life. Then on to the next point of having fun, bringing that curiosity and fun into the mix by using questions, by using the power of questions. So the next thing that the next step that I would take after expressing gratitude would be to ask the universe, would it not be fun if I was earning 100,000 dirhams with working 3 days a week, let's say, or with my current schedule of working 5 hours a day? It would be so fun. Would it not be fun? And see the difference between that versus writing 55 times, I am earning $100,000. I will earn is a definite no. But constantly repeating I'm earning in my example of having this revenue desire, at some point that repetition will either take you to an expansive place, or it could take you to a place of lack where once you shut your journal, once you put it away, you're very conscious of that reality not being present in your life. So I used to do all these practices before, and these practices are many. You could either be doing an abundance meditation, you could be doing different forms of journaling, you could be doing different forms of somatic movement, which is physical movement that kind of releases past trauma or past patterns from your body. I've done it all, I would say. But journaling definitely helps, especially it helps my mind clear so many things out when I need it. But on a day-to-day basis, after having done whatever reset that you need to do to come to a neutral place, that is very important. For that, you might need to do either meditation, journaling, shavasana, yoga class, breath work, walk on the grass, whatever helps you is essential. But after you've come back to that regulated, neutral place where your nervous system is very regulated, that is the point of planting seeds to bring into alignment what you desire. And that alignment could take the form of further journaling, further putting your desires down on paper, or what I'm mentioning, which is simply using thought pivots. So every time you have a lack mindset thought, retarget towards an abundance mindset thought. Every time you have the desire pop up again, or express gratitude and ask this fun question, this curious question. And when I have asked these curious questions, I have seen such fantastic results come to me in very little time, because they are rooted in A, the energy of fun, B, they're without the desperation, and it stops kind of the obsession that tends to develop with let's say 55 times 5 days of writing the same statement over and over again, or repeating the affirmations over and over again. It takes the obsession away, and once you take the obsession away, then there's less of impatience, there's less of figuring out the how this is going to happen, and those things are not in our hands. Timing and how things are going to turn out, how your desire is going to come to you, is not in your hands. That is in the universe's portfolio or the Almighty's portfolio to figure out for you. When you have a desire, your only job is to be regulated and aligned to that desire. And this questioning technique works for me every single time. So if you have, I was only taking an example of a money-based, revenue-based desire, because it's just the example that came naturally to me, but this could be anything. If it is something to do with, let's say, having a holiday, would it not be fun to have another holiday? Would it not be fun to go to a beach this time instead of going to my home location like I do every year? Would it not be fun to have an extra holiday this year with the family? Would it not be fun to have overflowing bank accounts? How fun would it be to reach my goal weight and wear clothes that make me feel like myself? There is no end to how much you could play around with this, but I've had a lot of I've had a lot of good results from this technique, and I would love to know if it works for you. If it does, then please leave me a comment in the show notes. I would love to know about what comes true in your life using the technique. We would really appreciate your feedback as reviews on the podcast app you tune in from. Support us also by sharing this podcast with 3 of your besties who would benefit from being fantastic.